Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, folks. Today is May 7th, 2023. I'm your host, Samantha, with a new episode of MMTV. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Tonight, Chris is back with a new segment of Drum Studio. Then we have States by Emmett, and to close off this block, Avery. Summer is quickly approaching, and so are summer jobs. Finding a summer job can be a difficult task, though the Jobs and Internship Bulletin Board is available, and additionally, Ms. Boyko is offering guidance and support if you need it. You can reach out to her through email, which is heather.boyko@bhrsd.org. Good luck! Now, let's head on over to food from around the world, and then after that, we have Fake It Till You Bake It and this week's lunch menu and weather. What's your name?
Ella Watson.
What do you have for lunch today?
I've got some chips, usually take some granola bars, just about a sandwich, and let's see something cookie.
How is it?
Very good.
Where did you get it?
From home.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Ray.
What do you have for lunch today?
I have some chips, cracker things, a banana, and some orzo.
How is it?
It's pretty good.
Would you recommend it?
I would recommend it.
Thank you. Juniors, as you are finishing up your junior year, college application essays may start to creep into your mind. Though it may feel like a daunting task, there is a writing tutor available at Monument to guide you through the process. His name is David Sultan, and you can reach out to him directly through email, his appointment schedule, or by talking to your guidance counselor. This is a great opportunity to start brainstorming and drafting some college essay ideas, so why not? Now, let's continue on with Andre as he dives into some of the latest and upcoming music. Then we hand it off to Ashley and Charlie. Then, after that, we head on over to Tech Tips.
Here with what's your favorite article of clothing?
Shirts.
Well, like what kind of shirts?
Long sleeves.
Why is that?
Exactly, I know, that's the problem.
Okay. Thank you. All right, who are we here with?
Lindsay Siegel.
Okay, and what is your favorite article of clothing, just in general?
I mean, I like a lot of them. I will say one of the things my ex-wife introduced me to. She bought me a very nice pair of UGG sweatpants. And they are
sweatpants. I didn't know they made sweatpants.
Huh?
I didn't know they made sweatpants.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know either.
I have an UGG blanket.
Well, is it super soft?
Yeah.
Yeah, because these are very comfortable. It never would have occurred to me that pants could be so comfortable.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it's definitely my favorite article of clothing.
Okay. Thank you. And who are we here with today?
Chris,
All right. And what's your favorite article of clothing?
I'd definitely say my boots.
Why is that?
They protect my feet and
Yeah, it's
they're
true.
comfortable, I guess. And
Okay.
I think they're cool.
Yeah. Fair.
Some people also.
Am I here with?
Dion.
Okay, what's your favorite article of clothing and why?
Sweatshirts because they're cozy and warm and I can take them off if I'm too hot and I like the hoods on them.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, Luna, you're with Jada. What's your favorite article of clothing?
Definitely sweatshirts because they're super comfortable. Okay.
Thank you.
On May 18th, we have a dental hygienist available for those in need. The appointment will be the equivalent to a 6-month checkup, so this opportunity is only available to those who have not seen a hygienist within the past 6 months. There are 10 appointments available, so make sure you either fill out the school permission form or contact the school nurse, Rhonda Patrick, directly. So, next up, we have Digby with places around the Berkshires. Then we end with Superhero Review.
Hello, and welcome to a simple guide to the Berkshires. This week, Monterey. Monterey completes the trifecta of New Marlborough, Sheffield, and Monterey. 3 small towns that have a lot in common. They're all small, tight-knit communities that have a lot of people recently moved there after COVID. And I know what you're gonna say. Digby. That describes every town in the Berkshires. And I know, but the true similarity between these towns is difficult to explain. It's just the feeling these towns give. You could easily walk into Monterey's main town or Mill River or whatever is in Sheffield and mistake them for one another. We have a kinship of sorts. Basically, my point is that they're all basically the same town, which means I'll probably be repeating some stuff. Anyway, Monterey has a couple of nice and unique features. It has Lake Garfield, which is the lake a lot of southern Berkshire kids go to. It has Gould Farm, which is pretty cool. It also has Bear Town, which is a great place for a hike. And of course, the Roadside Cafe, the go-to diner of southern Berkshires, and probably the only one. Anyway, at this point, I pretty much know more about this town than my own town. However, it has the same issue as Sheffield, in that all of the kids who go there, of course, go to SBRSD, so we won't be doing an interview. So, Monterey was also lived in by the Mohican people, and at this point I'm just tired of saying it. It's not even me providing information on the town at this point, because everywhere in the Berkshires was lived in by the Mohican people. But anyway, the town was originally named Greenwoods, or South Tyringham, but was voted to be renamed after a battle in the Mexican-American War. The town is 27.4 square miles and has a population of 1,092 in the last 2021 census, making it the smallest town population so far. I give the town 7 out of 10. A pretty nice town with some really nice elements, but nothing that is too special. Next week, probably Egremont.
The boys baseball fundraiser is still going. Check out Student or Parent Square for the direct link. Now we will head on over to movie reviews. Then after that we have TV show reviews, and then we have this week's shoe review.
When you think about Disney princesses, Cinderella is probably the one that comes to mind. She's the poster princess and tells a great story that you can overcome anything and achieve greatness. Cinderella's mother died when she was young, and her dad remarried. Cinderella was mistreated by her stepmother and two stepsisters, Anastasia and Drizella. Cinderella's father fell ill and died, leaving his estate to his second wife. The family is invited to the royal ball, but her stepmother forbids Cinderella from attending. With the help of her fairy godmother, Cinderella attends the ball, where the prince falls in love with her. With only her glass slipper, the prince tries to find his new love. My favorite part of the movie was when the godmother comes and turns the pumpkin into the carriage.
My favorite part is when she finally gets the ball and meets the prince, her soon-to-be true love.
I would rate this movie a 7 out of 10.
I'd give it a 10. I love it.
What would you guys rate Cinderella 1 out of 10?
I would rate it a 9 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10 if the evil stepmother and all of the sisters died, because I hated them. And I love Cinderella, yes.
Okay, yeah, I would rate Cinderella actually a 10 out of 10 because Cinderella is my favorite movie. It was my literal childhood, and I watched it every single night, and it's my favorite movie, so.
Thank you. Go.
Okay, so I actually am an avid fan of Cinderella. I don't even know. My name is Ella, so it's kind of like me and Cinderella are one and the same. I think it's dumb that like she like needs to have a guy to get her slipper back, but I think the movie itself is just so beautifully executed.
Thank you. Who was your favorite character in Cinderella?
Goodness, my fairy godmother.
Yes. Thank you.
Is that the right answer?
Yes.
Stella, what was your favorite character in Cinderella?
Probably like Cinderella.
Thank you. What about you, Nico?
Me?
Yes.
Probably the three mice. My favorite.
Who was your favorite character in Cinderella?
I liked all the mice in Cinderella.
Oh, thank you.
I got a pass.
Okay, so in the movie Cinderella, what was your favorite character? Can you
In the movie Cinderella, my favorite character was probably the little mice, probably because they really just added to the like character arc of Cinderella, because like it kind of showed that like she needed like help from the little ones just to like make it big.
Oh, Hannah! Hi, babe. What do you think of the movie Cinderella? Oh, I love the movie Cinderella. That's like, it makes my dad cry, actually. Yeah, that's a great movie. Thank you. Tessa, what did you think of the movie Cinderella?
Which one? Great.
Study the story.
It's my favorite story I ever heard in my whole life.
today's first shoe is a pair of black and gold Nike slides. They're casual. I wouldn't wear them, but they're casual. I don't like the gray socks with them, so I'd give them a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go the same with Dylan. I'm not feeling the gray with the gold mix, and the toes are about to fall out of the front of the slide, so I'll give that like a 4.
Next we have a pair of UGG slides. They look pretty comfortable. I would personally wear them. I like how they're styled. I'd give them a 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think they're pretty comfortable. They're good, solid shoes. I'd give these about a 7. Okay, next we have a pair of white Nike Mike Trout shoes. I think they're pretty good. They're a little dirty, but I don't think they're too bad, so I'll give it a 7.
I like these shoes. They're nice. They're a bit dirty. I think they're track shoes.
Baseball.
They're cleats. I like them. Turf shoes, sorry. I'd give them a 6 out of 10. The next pair of shoes is a pair of blue and green Air Force Ones. I like them. I like how they're unique, not just regular black or white Air Forces. They're platformed. But I'd give them a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I think the patterns are different. It's definitely better than a regular, normal Air Force. I would give it about a 7.
As many AP exams are taking place within these next few weeks, this can be a very stressful time for many. While these times pass, just remember to take a deep breath and take time for your mental health. There are mental health professionals available at the school and therapy dogs as well. We are almost at the end. Next up, we have this week's automotive review, then diving into this week's version of This or That. This Wednesday will be a half day, so make sure you take advantage of the time to rest and recharge. Now, we have Athlete of the Week, then Riley changes things up with national sports. We have speed drawing and August's interesting facts.
Who am I here with?
You're here with Ray Geddes.
What spring sport do you do?
I do track and field.
What events?
I run the mile, the 400, and sometimes the 2 mile.
How have your first couple meets gone?
I got pretty okay. Well, the first meet was a very slow time for the mile. I wasn't too happy with that, but then the last 3 meets I've improved a lot, and I got a PR the last meet, so that was good.
How is your team doing?
The team is really good. Everyone's getting PRs and working together, and it's been really fun. So,
how is your team chemistry doing?
The team chemistry is amazing. Actually, I feel like everybody on that team is my friend, and everyone helps out everyone else when they need it. So yeah.
What's your biggest strength so far?
Biggest strength is that I've been improving, and being able to improve. And I think just having a mindset that I can improve.
What's your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness is starting out too slow on every race.
What will you do to help improve your weakness by the end of the season?
I'm gonna try and stick with the faster girls in front of me and go out a little bit harder, even if it makes me feel like I'm dying. I think it's the best way to do it.
Would you encourage others to join the sport?
Definitely. I think it's a really good spring sport. All the options. It's the most diverse. I feel like we have throwing, jumping, running. You can find whatever you want to do.
What's your goal?
My goal, okay, this season I want to try and I don't know, probably break 550 in the mile, or maybe qualify for state, but that's 545. So we'll see.
What influenced you to start doing this sport?
I didn't really have a choice from a young age. I kind of just was my mom ran, so she put me in running, and then I kind of just liked it a lot, so I kept going with it.
Who is your biggest influence and why?
Probably my mom, because she does crazy races that are very long, 100 miles, and I don't know how she does it, keeping up that mindset for 100 miles. It's so tough just in a mile, so congrats to her.
Thank you.
As the final days approach, I will be starting a senior countdown to the last day of school. For seniors, there is only 19 days left. Next up, we have Sam comparing athletes of different eras. Then we have another great restaurant review, and finally another segment of Dates with Mates.
When it comes to the GOAT of running backs in the National Football League, two names come to mind: Jim Brown and Walter Payton. While both names are very well known and respected when it comes to football, Jim Brown is the best NFL player to ever run a football. Brown was drafted by the Cleveland Browns in 1957 and played 9 seasons for the franchise. Brown led the league in rushing yards 8 out of his 9 seasons, earning first-team All-Pro 8 times. Jim Brown won 1 Super Bowl and was named League MVP 3 times out of his 9 seasons. Brown had 12,312 career rushing yards, 106 career rushing touchdowns, and 20 receiving career touchdowns. Although Brown is the better player in my eyes, let's not discredit Walter Payton's play. Payton won 1 Super Bowl and won League MVP 1 time. The Chicago Bears running back played for 13 seasons, making first-team All-Pro 7 times. Payton had 16,726 career rushing yards, 110 career rushing touchdowns, and 15 receiving career touchdowns. Both the names, Jim Brown and Walter Payton, will be regarded as some of the best football players of all time. But Jim Brown is the GOAT.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Food Reviews with the Dudes. This week, my brother and I woke up early and went to Dunkin' Donuts. We were I think we sat at the stoplight for a good 10 minutes. It was a very long wait. Eli and I went through the drive-thru, and he got 2 breakfast taco things, a water and an orange juice. Oh, and hash browns. And your girl over here, she got an egg and cheese on English muffin, a bag of hash browns, and a large chai with oat milk. The chai was bigger than my head, but it was delicious. I rate the food a 10 out of 10 for our local Dunkin'. What a great way to start my morning. It was beautiful. As we made the journey to Monument Mountain High School, we saw this really silly biker dude who made my whole morning. That's it for this week's episode. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. and Kestrel now. I'm just gonna ask you a couple questions about relationships, okay?
Yeah.
So Stella, I'm just gonna be asking you a couple questions. All right, so how many babies do you plan on having in the future?
Well, I don't know. As many as there are that happen.
Yeah, no, I get that. All right, alrighty. So Stella, starting off strong, how many babies do you plan on having in the future?
That's something I've thought about a lot.
Yeah.
I'm thinking between the 157 to 235.
No, yeah, no, I think is your ideal type.
Kind of not too tall but not too short, and then you don't want the hair to be too long but also also not too short.
Yeah.
And it's just yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's your ideal type, Stella?
I like really short. Really short.
No, I feel that.
And typically I go for green hair, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
changing
just
it up.
It's just what I find to be really attractive.
But the ones when it's blonde and then in the water, so it's chlorine green.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Just
know what you mean.
really that green. Yeah.
It's awesome. Do you believe in marriage, Kestrel?
Oh,
Do you?
me personally, well, I feel like it's a very specific thing for each person, but to some extent, yes.
Yeah. So good. All right. Do you believe in marriage?
Honestly, I feel like people should do whatever they want, but I feel like marriage, having multiple marriages is my thing personally.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Multiple wives and husbands and stuff.
That's so okay. Great. All right. So, what do you believe is the most important principle in a relationship?
Well, liking each other, probably.
Yeah.
At least to
Mutual attraction.
Yeah.
It's always a nice one. All right. Cool. I love that. Okay. What do you think is the most important principle in a relationship?
Most people would say trust and communication, but for me, I feel like they need to have really good smelling feet.
Okay. No. What would you do if your partner had an affair with somebody else?
Well, it matters who. Because I'd get it if it was come on, Lizzo or something.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
But, I'd probably be pretty upset. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so what would you do if your partner had an affair with somebody else?
Oh man, honestly, I think I would just give him a good old Ariana Grande thank you next kind of thing.
Yeah. What do you find most repulsive about relationships in general?
Oh, the idea of actually having to commit to something long term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Scary, terrifying.
Horrifying.
So, what do you find most repulsive about relationships?
Honestly, if they're too tall.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
great.
Yeah, that's it.
Just giraffe height or what are you talking 5'7"?
No, giraffe height.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. Okay. What would you do if your spouse left you at the altar?
I have no idea. I personally am not planning to be in that position anytime soon, so.
Okay, so what would you do if your spouse left you at the altar?
Oh man, I think that's so hard. That's so hard. I think I'd probably just go steal their clothes or something.
Wow. Just off their body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this brings us to the end of this week's edition. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel. Thank you for joining us this evening. This has been your host, Samantha. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you.